Congratulations, this is Dan Locke. While you're downloading my book, FU Money, and also listening to my audiobook, let's start your training right now. There's so many people online promising you they can do this and they can do that and they can help you. How do you know who to trust? I thought, why don't we just have a conversation? And let me show you how you can make 5,000, 10,000, and 25,000 a month. Come along for the ride. I don't know you and I don't know your story. And I don't know why you're here and what you're looking for. Why you're downloading my book, FU Money. But what I do know is this, that you're looking for more. Whatever that more might mean. It might mean maybe it's more money, maybe it's more freedom, maybe it's more fulfillment, it's more success. Whatever that something is, I do not know. Maybe you are working in a dead-end job and you hate that fucking job. And you say, how do I get out of this? Is this what I'm going to do for the rest of my life? Making that measly little bit of money, that fucking minimum wage. There has to be more. Or maybe you are a professional. You're working in the corporate world. And you knowing that that's an illusion. Whatever job security that you think that you have, well, that's not job security. You know that deep down. And you've been doing this for a long fucking time. And you're just bored. And that fire that you once had, you've lost it. You don't know where did it go? Where's that fire that I once had when I was younger? And now you're just going through the day-to-day, the mundane. And you're looking for a way out. Or maybe you are where, like I was, you are like an opportunity junkie. You have the shiny object syndrome. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Then you try this opportunity. You try to sign up that opportunity. You buy this course. You go to that seminar. You try drop shipping. You try Amazon. You try social media. You try multi-level marketing. You try all kinds of things. You're on all kinds of email lists. And some of those programs are good, but somehow you feel the pieces are missing. You don't know. You cannot pinpoint exactly what it is. But something is missing and you don't know why. And you don't understand why you've been working on this shit for a long time and how come you are still not where you want to be. And you're looking for that answer. I'm going to give you the answer today. Or maybe you're a business owner. You're an entrepreneur. And you're looking for some proven strategies on how to grow your company. How do you scale that business? How do you increase your sales? How do you compete in an environment where there's so much fucking noise in the marketplace? And you don't know how. And you read so many damn books, they all have contradicts information and knowledge. And now you're just more confused than ever. I do not know why you're here. I really don't know. But here's what I do know. That I have been there and done that. You see, I was born in Hong Kong. I immigrated to Canada when I was 14 years old. With no money, no connections, and not a word of the English language on my lips. Couldn't speak a word of English. My mom and dad got divorced when I was 16 years old. I am the only child in my family. By the time I was 17 years old, my dad went bankrupt. He was $1 million in debt because basically his partner took all his money and disappeared. And my dad never recovered from that. And as the only child in my family, at a very young age, I had to learn to be self-reliant. I had to stop being a fucking boy and grown up and to be a man, to take care of my family, to provide for my mom. And that's why I got into the business world at a very young age. I started my first business when I was in high school, just mowing lawns for people in our neighborhood. That was my first business. And I was doing delivery. I was doing cleaning services. I was fixing computers for people. Anything that could make a little bit of money so that I could provide for my mom. That was my motivation. At the time, the only asset that I had was a Ford Escort. A white Ford Escort that I bought from my mom's friend, my aunt, for $2,500. That was the only asset that I had. And I would drive my mom to get groceries in that car. And sitting here today, from that $2,500 piece of crap lemon to in a Bentley, that I am having this conversation with you. What changed? What transformed my life? How did I get from there to here? You see, I'm a living proof that it doesn't matter the roads you've been down. It doesn't matter the mistakes that you made. It doesn't matter your background. I don't care where you came from. That I am a living proof that your past doesn't equal your future. That if you want it bad enough, with the right guidance, with the right vehicle, with the right skill, you could turn your dreams into reality. You don't need to watch someone's videos. You don't need to follow someone's on Instagram, and you don't need to be jealous. You don't need to think about, oh, how would I get there? How someday maybe I could have that. Fuck that someday. You gotta make it happen. You gotta do something about it. You can watch this video, you can leave this page, you don't have to follow any of my work, you don't have to read my fucking book, and here's what happens. Tell me what's gonna happen. Your life stays the fucking same. Maybe I'm the guy to help you, maybe I'm not the guy to help you. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, if you don't do something, your life stays the same. The definition of insanity, you know it, is doing the same thing again and again, expect a different fucking result. That's the definition of insanity. But if you want it bad enough, I think what I'm about to share with you will change your life. You never look at your finance, you'll never look at your business, you'll never look at your life the same way again. And the very first concept I'm going to teach you is the concept that changed my life. Most people don't know how to make money, fewer know how to keep it, and almost no one knows how to multiply it. I'm going to teach you how to make money, keep money, and most importantly, multiply money. I'm going to teach you the wealth triangle. Now, look at the wealth triangle here. The very first stage, the very first cornerstone of the wealth triangle is what I call high income skills. Now, what do I mean by high income skills? I define high income skills as a skill that you can make a minimum of $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month. You could be turning your passion, your experience, your expertise into money. Now, I'm not talking about a high income job. Maybe you have a high income job right now that's making you six figure. That's not what I'm talking about. Because with a job, who dictates how much you get paid? Your boss, your organization, your company. Can you increase it by 20% every single year? Can you double it in the next 6 months? You cannot. You're limited by where you work, your geographic area, or you have a glass ceiling. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about high income skill. It is a skill that you have. A skill that you can bring to the marketplace and deliver value in exchange of money. Now, you are trading hours for dollars, yes, but you're trading hours for high dollars. Your high income skill provides you with stability, peace of mind, and your comfort. It's so critical to develop that first. That's your very first stage of the wealth triangle. You can see right here. The second stage, let's say now you have a high income skill that's making you $10,000 a month. Then you move on to stage 2. Now for stage 2 is what I call scalable business. Not just any business, a scalable business. A scalable business, it allows you to, you're now leveraging other people's time, other people's system. Now your business makes you money. Let me give you some example for scalable business. Now it could be a software company, it could be a digital marketing company, it could be internet marketing. Anything that you could scale, you could grow without a lot of infrastructure. Now let me ask you a question. Let's say you own a restaurant and you want to make more money. What do you have to do? Then you have to open up more locations, the second location, third location, fourth location. Is that a scalable business? In my book, that is not. Because every single time you have to open up a new location, you have to sign new lease, you have to renovate, you have to bring on new people. It costs a lot of money. Now, yeah, people make money with that, and that's perfectly fine. I'm just saying within what I do, that's not the model that I like to spend time on. So that's a scalable business. A scalable business provides you with cash flow. Cash flow. And then you have the third stage. Now your business is making you money. Now, the third stage is what I call high return investments. And I define high return investments as investments that would give you a minimum 10% return year in and year out. Not just 1 year, year in and year out. And now your high return investments provides you with, it builds your net worth. It builds your wealth. So here's how this works. First, you focus on your high income skill. You want to make that 10K a month a minimum. The problem with most people is this. They have no fucking high income skills and they want to jump into a business. And you see this a lot. Sometimes you see it on Dragon's Den if you watch those shows. You'll see it on Shark Tank. They have an idea, they have an invention, they sink their life savings, they mortgage their homes, they borrow from their family and friends, and they build this board game, they build this widget, whatever it is, they bring it to the marketplace, and then what happens? They lose their shirt. Because they've got no foundation, they don't have a foundational skill, they don't have a high income skill. They want to get rich quick. That's not how you do it. Or, you see this online a lot as well. People who is working in a dead-end job, making $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 a month, and then they want to get rich quick. What do? They invest in cryptocurrency. They buy, real estate with no money down. They highly leverage. They speculate. These are not investors. These are speculators. They get into high return investments. And then what happens? Let's say you buy a piece of property, your tenant moves out, the toilet broke, you're fucked. That's not how you get rich and stay rich. First, you want to focus on your high income skill. This is so critical because now it gives you clarity. You know exactly where you need to focus on versus, oh, here's an idea. Maybe I should buy that. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should start that business. Maybe I should invest that. All this noise, you get distracted and you lose focus and you lose direction. But from now on, you can follow this blueprint. I've given you the roadmap to wealth. This is what I teach. This is what I follow. High income skill, scalable business, high return investments, high income skills gives you cash. Cash that you can pay the bills with today. Scalable business gives you cash flow. When you have so much cash flow, when your scalable business is throwing off so much cash, now you can put into high return investments and it builds your net worth. When I learned this in my career, first I didn't have a name for it, but when I learned this, it changed everything I do. Because here's why. I stopped looking to get rich overnight. I stopped looking for that magic pill. I stopped looking for whatever that sounds good, it will make me a few bucks. That maybe I would start this business, I would start that business. No. I asked myself the one fucking question that changed my life. One single question, and that is this. What's the one high income skill that I could develop today that would forever free me from financial struggles and worries forever? One more time. What's the one high income skill that I could develop today that would free me from financial struggles and worries forever? And that changed my life. Listen to the noise. There's so much noise in the marketplace nowadays. The marketplace is more competitive than ever. Have you noticed that entrepreneurs and companies and CEOs, they are busier than ever? The cost of advertising is going up. What it costs to acquire and bring in customers, that cost is going up. There's so many choices out there for consumers to choose from. So how do they stand out? What happens is this, nowadays, a lot of these initial sale, things that's maybe under $100 or $200, they become the initial sale to bring the customers in the door. So the companies, entrepreneurs can build trust with them. That $200 is not designed to make them money. They don't make profits on that. It's designed to bring the customers and earn their trust. Now you might be saying, Dan, what has that to do with me? Well, this is where you and I come in. You have to understand this. Anything that's above $200, let's say $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000, $25,000. I refer these sales as high-ticket offers. And these high-ticket offers, it's virtually impossible to be closed on just a website or through a video or through an email. They need to be closed on the telephone. These companies, they need someone like you and me, high-ticket closers, to get on the phone with these potential clients, to close them on the phone. And when you can do that, they're more than happy to pay you 10%, 15%, or even 20% commission. When you can do that, it means here's a $10,000 sale. If you can help me close a sale, I'm more than happy to pay you $1,000. It is extremely, extremely powerful. Because think about it. This is what it means. It means there's so much demand in the marketplace. Companies, organizations, entrepreneurs, they need closers like you and me. It means that you can make an incredible income without ever creating a product, without running a single ad, and without cold calling anybody. Because every single month, these companies, entrepreneurs, they're spending a fortune driving traffic, generating the leads, converting those leads, running webinars, publishing content, so they can bring these customers in with the low ticket offers, but they don't make the real money. They don't make the big money until you're not on the phone to close these sales. That's why this is such a huge, huge opportunity. Are you getting this? I want you to imagine you're running a relay race with Usain Bolt. Imagine he's running the first 399 meters. And at the very last step, he's handing you the baton. And you run that last 1 meter. And you're racing against all these other teams. But let me ask you this question. You take the baton, you take that one step, and you cross the finish line. Aren't you part of the winner's team? And let me ask you another question. Who gets all the glory? Who gets all the fame? Who gets all the applause? The person who took the baton and crossed the finish line. That's you and that's who. And this is what's happening online. All over the world, all these companies, all these entrepreneurs, they're spending a lot of time, they're spending a lot of money. They get in the race, they condition for the race, they train for the race, they are running on the race, and they get to that 399 meters, and they're just one step away from crossing the finish line, and you help them cross that finish line. And they do all these marketing, they spend all this effort, and you are the one that help them cross the finish line. And they need you, and that's why they need you. And I'm not talking about just certain businesses. I'm talking from a one-man, one-person, one-woman influencer to Fortune 500 companies. And you know what happens when you do that? They say, you know what? Here's my prize money, $10,000. I want you to have $1,000 of it. I want you to have 10% of it, or 15% of it, or 20% of it. Although they've done 99% of the work, but you help them with that last 1%. You did the 1% that matter. You help them cross the finish line. I'm going to prove to you why high ticket closing is the easiest money that you'll ever make. This is my office. Have a seat. Let me show you some numbers. Now remember what I talked about, that these companies, they're spending a fortune every month. Driving traffic, converting those traffic, converting into customers and publishing content, and then doing all these things, right? So you think about it. They know that they are leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars, even millions of dollars on the table without someone like you and I getting on the phone and closing these high ticket sales. They don't have the time or ability to do this. They are busy running their businesses, right? They don't have the ability, they don't know how do you close on the phone? They're too busy doing the day-to-day. And here's the thing, even though they could accidentally find some of these closers, and there's a big difference between closer and salespeople. I'm not talking about salespeople. Good closers, you cannot just run some ads on Craigslist or Kijiji and find them. That's not where you find closers, right? Closers close sales. Coffee is for closers, right? So even they could find them, they haven't got a clue on how do you train them, how do you manage them. And they don't have the inclination to do any of this. And they jump on the opportunity when we could show up and close these high ticket sales for them, right? They know how to train the people, and they have an advertising budget. They have an advertising budget in place. They're already spending money. They're already driving traffic to those offers. They just need someone to help them with that last step to close these high ticket sales. So let me crunch some numbers with you. So let's say, now I'm going to assume that, let's say you work 9 to 5. Assume that you don't want to work 9 to 5. And most people, they don't want to work long hours if they have a choice, right? You don't want to work long hours if you have a choice. So I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to prove to you how you can make a 6-figure income with just one client. Yes, just one client. That's it. One client. And how to make that money working just a few hours a week. So let me show you. So let's run some numbers. Let's say your client, the people you're closing for, they have a $5,000 high ticket offer. So $5K, you can see that. $5,000. and let's say your commission is 10%. 10%. So you're making $500 a sale. $500 a sale, 10%. And let's say your closing ratio using my proven script is 20%. So 1 out of 4. So every 4 people that you talk to, you close their sales. So 1 out of 4, 20%. I have students that are closing 40 to 50%, but we're gonna use their numbers. I'm gonna be conservative here, okay? And let's say you talk to 5 qualified prospects a day, okay? Just 5. You talk to 5 people every single day. And all the leads are provided to you. Keep that in mind. We don't do outbound, we only deal with inbound leads. All of them are pre-sold and pre-qualified. So that means you make how many sales a day? 1 sale a day. That means how much money you make? $500 a day. And let's say that you don't want to work too hard. You just want to work maybe 4 days a week. You want to take 3 days off and do whatever you want. That's cool. Spend time with the family. Awesome. Work 4 days a week. That's $2,000 a week. $2,000 a week that you're making. A lot of people, they only make $2,000 a month. That's $8,000 a month that you're making with absolutely no business expense whatsoever. Zero. $8,000 a month. And here's the best part. Remember, you're making 10%? Let me ask you this. How much money you just made your client? $80,000 in that month. $80,000 of value. You brought in $80,000 worth of business that month for that entrepreneur, for that company. Is your client happy? Yes. Are you happy? Yes. Is the prospect that you're closing for, that they're highly invested to solving a problem that they have, investing in a high ticket offer, are they happy? Yes. So it's a win-win-win. But here's what gets very interesting. Let's say that your client has a $10,000 high ticket offer. Well, I have students right now closing $12,000, $25,000, $50,000, even a $100,000 deal. But let's say your client has a $10,000 offer. And your commission, because you're now a little bit better, you have a little bit more experience through training, instead of being 10%, it's now 15%. 15%. So how much you're making? You're making $1,500 each sale. $1,500, $1,500. Your closing ratio, let's say you're now practicing, you're getting a little bit better, is 25%. So 1 out of 4. You close 1 out of 4 the people that you talk to on the phone. You talk to 8 qualified prospects a day. 8. Instead of 4 or 5, you say, you know what, Dan, I don't mind talking to more people a day. I want to make more money. Okay, so 8 qualified prospects a day. What does that mean? Remember, all the leads are provided to you. All the leads are warm leads and pre-sold and pre-qualified. That means you're making 2 sales a day. How much is that? That's $3,000 that you're making. $3,000 a day. Most people don't even make $3,000 a month. And let's say you don't mind the hustle. You say, I'm aggressive. I want to make more money. Good. Let's say you're willing to work 5 days a week. 5 days. You're taking 2 days off. That's $15,000 a week. Not a month. $15,000 a week that you're making. That's $60,000 a month. $720,000 a year. I want you to think about that. And what's the cost of running a business? 0. What's the cost of advertising? 0. What's your risk? 0. You want to work more hours? Absolutely. You want to work less hours? You want to take a month off? Sure. You are in control of your destiny. $720,000. Am I promising that you're going to make that kind of money? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know if you're an overachiever, or if you're willing to put in the effort and learn this skill. But here's what I do know. Would it be worth it if you only make half of that? Let's say you're going to make $300K. Fuck that. What if you just make $100K? Spare time. Keep doing what you're doing, but on your spare time, you develop a high income skill as a high ticket closer, and you make an additional $100K a year. Wouldn't that be pretty good? How would that kind of income change your life? Ask yourself that question. Can you see how this is possible? It's not even possible. How this is probable. It's not just probable. This is reality. This is what's happening right now. This is what's happening with all my students. How would that kind of income change your life? So why am I sharing this with you? There are 2 reasons. The first one is very obvious. I'm on a mission to impact 1 million people worldwide. And you can see that's why I put out so much valuable content on social media, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. It's all for free. It's all for you to consume. Maybe you've watched some of my videos. Maybe you've read my books. Maybe you've watched my podcasts. I do it because every single day I get feedback from you. I get comments from people all over the world telling me how my work has impacted their lives. So I'm on a mission to impact 1 million people. The second reason, which is a darker, more sinister reason, and that is I need your help. Because every single day I'm getting requests from companies, from entrepreneurs, every single day, and they tell me, Dan, I need closers. I need closers to scale. I need closers for my business. Do you know anybody? Now, I have two choices. I have two options. Number one, I could get a massive office space, build the infrastructure, and have a typical sales floor, hire lots of employees, and work with all these companies and all these clients from all over the world. That's option number one. But that's not the lifestyle that I want. Number two, I could certify a small group of closers that I personally train, that I trust, and give them these contracts and earn a small override on top of that. That's why I'm here, and that's why I'm sharing this with you. Because I need closers for what I do. So it's not just because I am very nice, which I am, amazing, kind human being, but also I'm an entrepreneur at heart. So this is a win-win situation. I'm going to give you a skill that you can make $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $25,000, and if you're even an overachiever, even be $50,000 a month. In return, you're going to help me work with these clients. I'm going to make a little bit of money over each client. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. So, I have an invitation for you. In the next few weeks, I'm going to take a small group of people that I'm going to train. I'm going to teach them everything I know when it comes to closing on the phone. Everybody's forgotten that the telephone is the number one skill, the number one most powerful ways to make money online without actually, quote unquote, being online. You know what? Let other people, let them focus on the blogging and the Facebook ads and the funnel and the techniques and the marketing. Let them do all of that. But you help them cross that finish line. You do the 1% that matters. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to train you in the next 7 weeks within my high ticket closer certification program. A group of closers, potential closers, we're going to train you within over a 7-week period of time. I'm going to teach you, I'm going to role play with you. Each class might last 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours. Okay, it's very, very intense. And when I'm coaching you, when I'm mentoring you, each class, you have the questions, we unmute you, and we go. This is how it's going to work. Because I don't believe I can teach you the high ticket closing skill with just you watching some videos. I don't believe in that. This is a very, very powerful program. We now have students from over 70 countries. What started off as one closer, a program, now it's a global movement. Maybe you've seen some of those video testimonials, some of those stories from my YouTube channel or on Facebook. It is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. In the high ticket closer certification program, within the 7 weeks, you'll get a minimum 14 hours of my time. That's $70,000 worth of value. No bullshit. That's what my time is worth. I'm going to take the time. I'm going to coach you. I'm going to work with you. More than that, I'm not just giving you a skill. I'm going to give you the mindset that you need. Maybe you've done sales in the past. Maybe you haven't. It does not matter. I don't care what you've done. I don't care your experience, how much experience you have, or how little experience you have. We're going to start this together. We're going to start from scratch. I'm going to teach you exactly how the business works. And at the end of the program, I'm going to give you the contracts. If you're good, I've got contracts lined up. I've got influencers, I've got companies lined up, ready to hand you these contracts. So you can, right after you graduate from the program, you can start making money right now. So that's the 7 week. And by the end of 7 weeks, I'm also going to send you a beautiful certificate that you can be very, very proud hanging on your wall, and you can call yourself a high ticket closer. We have students telling me that they have law degree, they have university degree, but nothing compares. They are more proud getting this high ticket closer certification program certificate versus any of these other degrees. And that's a pretty powerful statement. And I think you'll know why once you've gone through the program. And when you take action right now, here's what I want you to do. When you take action right now, I'm also going to give you some bonuses. Before I talk about the bonuses, let's talk about the investment. Let's talk about the investment. So the investment of this particular program, it is not $70,000. It's not even $50,000. It's not $25,000, which is what I charge for a day of consulting. It's not even $10,000. It's not even $5,000, which is what I charge for just 1 hour of my time. The investment for HTC, the High Ticket Closer Certification Program, is only $24.95. It's $2,500. That's it. And if your cash flow is tight, I get it. I've been there as well. You can also take advantage of our 3 easy pay option. So here's what I want you to do. And when you take action right now, I'm going to give you some amazing, some pretty spectacular bonuses, which you want to know what they are. Number one, I'm going to include my 6 steps to 6 figures system. Now this system has helped hundreds and hundreds of entrepreneurs around the world. And hundreds of entrepreneurs have invested $1,995 into this program to pay for this program. I'm going to include for free as a bonus to you. Why am I giving you this bonus? Because as a closer, what happens is you'll be working with influencers. You got that, right? When you watch this video, when you watch this training, you'll see 200 of them in a room. I want you to get the other side of the coin, because these are the influencers you'll be working with. I want you to know how they think and what I'm teaching them in terms of branding and positioning, how they think, because those are the clients you'll be working with. So I want to give that to you as a bonus. Now, if you own your own business, this program alone is worth the cost of the mission, so-called. That's bonus number one, like that. Number two, I'm also going to give you actual recordings of these high-ticket sales calls and also role plays. So you can hear it. So not just as a theory. Here's what you say. Here's how to say it. Here are the questions you will ask. Here's how you handle objections. Not just that. You're going to hear actual sales call. How my closers close a $5,000 sale? How my closers close a $10,000 sale? How my closers close a $25,000 sale? What does that sound like? So you get practical experience. And I want you to listen to it again and again, maybe multiple times, so you get it, right? That's bonus number two. That's easily a $5,000 worth of value. Bonus number three. You know how sometimes you buy a program, you invest in some kind of program. Maybe you've invested in other programs in the past. You buy it, you have the best intention, you want to learn it, you want to use it, but then you don't. To help you solve this problem, you also get access to our Facebook group community. And I almost don't like to want to call it Facebook group, because there are a lot of Facebook groups out there, and frankly, most of them are garbage. Right? People are garbage. I mean, they're negative. They're not active, right? And you don't get a lot of value from it. Our HTC Facebook group, I can guarantee you, is the most powerful, most positive Facebook group you've ever been associated with. The minute after you take action, you get access to our Facebook group. You take a look. You take a look at the success stories. I want you to take a look at the photos. I want you to introduce yourself, and you see the support that you'll get. And here's the thing. Every single one of them, they're going through the same process. They're going through the journey, or they've gone through the journey in the past. They are there to support you with no agenda, because this is what we call the HTC family. There's a culture that are built. Students from all over the world, they are there with one purpose, and that's to grow and to help you and to support you. It's truly amazing. When I log in every single day, I'm still amazed by just my mentees, the community that we have from all over the world. And that's why it's truly the global movement. So when you take action today, when you go to www.fumoney.com/action, going to give you access to our Facebook group. Not for 1 week, not for 5 weeks, not for 7 weeks, not for 3 months, not for 1 year. You'll get lifetime access to the Facebook group. And you'll see that I'm there very actively. My closers are there very actively. If I'm updating the course, I'm adding new materials, you will get it for free. You'll get it for free. Every time we've added so many things like companion guides, scripts, and tools. All these tools, they're one-time investment. They're $2,500. It gives you lifetime access to any updates that we have. Why? Because I want you to succeed. Because your success is my success. The more successful you are as a closer, the more successful I am as a teacher. And that's how this works. So let me ask you this question. If all the high ticket closer program did for you was to help you generate $10,000 a month, just $10,000 a month, would that be worth the investment? If all the high ticket closer program did for you was to give you the skill, give you the financial confidence, and give you that little bit of that skill that you need to feel confident again, would that be worth it? So go ahead, go to www.fumoney.com/action. I teach this program only a few times a year, and I teach it live every single time. So when you go there, when you get yourself enrolled into the program, we're going to give you all the information. I'm going to tell you when the next class is starting. Could be a couple weeks from now. And join us. Because think about it. If not you, then who? And if it's not now, then when? I believe you can either make money or you can make excuses. You want to make money, then just make money. You want to make excuses, that's fine. But then don't complain. Don't complain while you're stuck. Don't complain while you're not getting the results that you want. Don't complain. Because you have hesitated long enough. Think about it. Today is the day. You're watching this for a reason. You've been watching this long video for a reason. You've hesitated long enough. You've waited long enough. You've struggled long enough. Today is the day that you say, you know what, fuck it. Fuck it. I'm going to do it. That your future is worth it. Your family is worth it. That you are worth it. And you're going to take that step. Take that leap of faith. I know it's scary. I get it. But take that leap of faith. Don't take my words. Look at my students. Read all those hundreds and hundreds of testimonials. You take that action. And from today forward, you're going to have a skill that can serve you. High income skill that can serve you for the rest of your life. And HTC will show you how to do that. So go ahead. Join us. And I look forward to seeing you on the inside.
So, Sifu and everyone, the HTC family, the team, everyone, I just want to say thank you so much for everything up until this point and for the future. I just closed my first $24,000 deal. I feel amazing. I just feel amazing. And yeah, I wanted to share this. It's my first big deal, $24,000, and zero objections. Pre-handled, pre-everything. Watched class 3 and 4 a couple times in the last day. Role played. Checked out the person's profile. Connected. Just smooth as butter. So, Sifu, thank you for everything you're teaching. I call you Sifu out of respect. And thank you, everyone. All of you that roleplay with me, supported me, thank you. This is just the beginning. You're closer than you think.
HTC family, what is going on? My name is Joel Go, and I'm from Carbondale in Illinois. So I'm in the Midwest of the U.S. What I'm going to do today on this video is basically talk to you about 3 things, really. Where I was before HTC, before Season 5, where I am today, and where I want to be in the future. Okay? So let me give you a little backstory on where I was before HTC. I graduated in 2018, this year in May, with 2 bachelor's degrees. So my background in communication and computer science. I also commissioned as a commission officer in the National Guard, in the Army National Guard here in the U.S. So I am serving, my country in the U.S. and I love it. It's awesome. But I had a problem. The problem I had was that after I graduated and after I commissioned, I didn't know exactly what I was going to do with life. I mean, I wouldn't say I was lost, I just wasn't sure. If you ask my girlfriend, she would tell you the same thing. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted to get a job, work a 9 to 5, corporate slavery, blah, blah, blah. I didn't want that. But thankfully, I came across Seafood Dan on my Facebook in July. And let me tell you, HTC is going to rock your world. It's going to change your life. And let me tell you why. Let me just tell you why. Just giving you use me as an example. Giving you experience just based on me, right? No sales experience. Never had a 9 to 5 job. Just fresh out of college. Today, I should be more than 100,000 in sales today. I'm also one of Dan's Seafood's closers. And not only that, I will be a co-instructor in season 7. So I will see you guys in one of the classes, and I'll be actually, teaching alongside Seafood, which is an amazing honor. I'm just really blessed and really thankful to him. Really grateful about that as well. So that's where I am right now. From someone who has no sales experience to someone who managed to lead a team of closers, much less in the space of about 3 months. I'm also a moderator on Facebook. You can see my tag. I moderate the Dan on Demand pages too. And later on, if you learn in season 7, you guys are new. I'm also very active in other communities, other groups, and you will see me there. I'm not going to review. I'm not going to spoil any secrets, any surprises. We'll get to all that later on. As the weeks go by. So where I want to be in the future. I want to be leading my sales team and also creating this global image for Seafood, right? This global movement of HTC. I want to help Seafood grow that. I completely believe and love what he does for us. It changed my life. I know it's going to change yours, but it's also going to change so many people around the world, life around the world that, we have to get the word out to them. And I want to be part of that movement. I want to be leading a larger sales team. I want to potentially, I work with Seafood right now, directly. But I want to do more. I want to give back more. And I really just want to grow and be more mature and just get to be a better leader in the business world, right? That's my future goal. But all I'm saying right now is, be patient, trust the process, have faith, have confidence in your abilities, and environment. Man, that's so big. If you're in an environment right now where, you have crabs, people who pull you down and stuff like that, get out of there. The best place to learn HTC is a place where you don't get any distractions, okay? Just FYI, I closed my first $2,000 boom week 2 of HTC season 5. I paid back the $2,500 in HTC within 7 weeks. Now, if I can do that, you guys can do that, and not only that, but even more, even better. Okay, so that's my challenge to you. Get an influencer, but trust the process. Don't just, I'm going to close, I don't do all that. Get some training. Get the weeks 1 and weeks 2. Get the mindset right. Get an influencer, and then start closing. That first close is always the hardest, but once you get it, it's the best feeling ever, right? So season 7, I will see you in class. Have a great day.
HTC family, how's everyone doing? This is Mauricio Barrios coming to you from Buenos Aires, Argentina, season 2 graduate. I just wanted to share a huge boom with you guys, a huge win for myself. I finally closed my ideal influencer as of yesterday.